The Jays are one win away from winning the World Series, and that Game 6 goes down Friday. Game 7 may even clash with this UFC card. I'm hoping the Jays can get it done on Friday, but I will be double screening it should the Jays have to go to a Game 7. But we are talking about UFC Vegas 110 on this card. I just can't hold in my excitement and love and passion for the Blue Jays and representing Toronto. So to see them make it as far as it is, I have to plug it into some of these segments that I do for you guys. So deal with it. If you guys are upset by it or are not baseball fans, I'm sorry. It's not often, every 30 years that the Jays make it to the World Series. Got to be happy about it. Anyway, we're talking about UFC Vegas 110. It is headlined by a featherweight matchup that is sure to produce fireworks between David Onama and Steve Garcia. We got a solid heavyweight scrap on tap as the co-main event between Waldo Cortes-Acosta and Delija. Just a reminder, this is the quick picks version of the UFC Vegas 110 breakdowns. If you guys are looking for the full card breakdown where I went over an hour talking about this entire card, you guys can check out the description below, or just check out the YouTube page and look for the MMA Lockcast. Again, I'm just getting right to the point of every single matchup for this card so I can save on time, and you guys that don't have the time to listen to a full podcast can know where I'm at. All right, hope you're laced up and ready to go because we're off and running with the first fight of the night between Delija, Alencar, and Carnelossi. Kind of surprised the odds are as wide as they are, but I believe Carnelossi's strength and BJJ black belt can help her stay safe here against Alencar and then eventually butcher Alencar on the feet to win this fight by TKO. Next up, we got Phil Rowe going up against Sukyoung Ko. I think Ko can really disrupt the space of Rowe, who often needs to be comfortable at space to try to get off on his own offense. But I think Ko will keep him moving backwards, land a few takedowns, and I think by the end of it, Ko will win this fight on the scorecards. Next up, we got Elise Ardelean going up against Montserrat Ruiz. Nobody should have anything to do with the minus 400 on Ardelean, but she should end up winning this fight by stifling that head and arm throw from Ruiz, landing more shots on the feet, and once the fight hits the scorecards, it should be pretty obvious that Ardelean deserves her hand raised. Next up, we got Katlyn Vieira going up against Norma Dumont. I believe Dumont will be successful in getting her sixth straight victory here, as she really puts it on Vieira with her striking, her physicality, maybe landing a few takedowns. But I think Dumont is in much better shape and in a better state of her career, and that should lead to her winning this fight on the scorecards. Next up, we got Dante Johnson going up against Cedricus Dumas. Getting a lot of hate for the Dumas pick that I had on my full card breakdown, but I'm sticking with it. Johnson is 6-0 with all first-round finishes and never has really faced much adversity, whereas Dumas has over 6-7 fights in the UFC and has beaten some mediocre competition. Johnson still has an unknown ceiling at this point in time, but I'm willing to take a shot on Dumas and feel like he can wear down Johnson and eventually find his submission in the second or third round. Next up, we got Timmy Cuamba going up against Chang Ho Lee. I believe this is a great spot for Lee to really cut off the cage, as Cuamba likes to move a lot, shuck off the takedowns, or at least be more successful in the grappling realm should it get there. But I think Lee will put together a better body of work and win this fight on the scorecards. Next up, we got Billy Elekana going up against Kevin Christian. I do not believe Kevin Christian is a UFC-level talent, and I think Elekana will be making that known pretty quickly. As he starts landing more and more shots, look for Christian to start breaking down, and Elekana will eventually be able to work to a spot where he can put together a barrage of punches and get the TKO finish. Next up, we got Nascimento going up against Cody Durden. A lot of love and steam coming on that Nascimento line over the last couple of days, and for good reason. His BJJ should help him get Durden into some bad spots, and from there I expect Nascimento to eventually pull off a submission, although my favorite spot in this fight would probably be the under 2.5 at even money. Next up, we got Charles Radtke going up against Daniel Frunza. Kind of surprised we're getting Frunza at plus money here, as I think he is the superior striker, and I think his defensive grappling has improved enough that Radtke will struggle to utilize his BJJ black belt, and once he's forced to strike with Frunza, that's when Frunza will catch him and eventually knock him out. Next up, we got Isaac Dulgarian going up against Yadir Del Valle. I love the over 2.5 at plus money in this matchup, but I think it's Dulgarian's smothering grappling style that's going to cause Del Valle too much issues, and that will often keep Del Valle on the defensive, and that will keep Dulgarian in the driver's seat, smothering him, landing takedowns, landing damage, and then eventually winning this fight on the scorecards. Next up, we got Jeremiah Wells going up against Themba Gorimbo. I'm not sure what the love out there is for Gorimbo. I think Wells is the better grappler, has more knockout power, and has the ability to take Gorimbo to the mat and eventually find a submission, which is the prediction I'm going to stay with. Co-main event now, as we have Waldo Cortes-Acosta taking on Delija. Delija started off as the underdog, but now finds himself around that minus 140 range, and for good reason. A lot of people originally expected Delija to struggle with the takedowns here, as Cortes-Acosta showed great takedown defense against Sergey Spivak, but Delija mixes the game up together much better than Spivak, throws a lot harder punches, and masks his takedowns and clinch attempts behind that very well, and I think that's going to cause Cortes-Acosta a lot of problems here that should lead to Delija winning this fight on the scorecards. And that brings us to the main event now, where we have pretty much a coin flip here between Steve Garcia and David Onama. Betting wise, it seems like the love is coming in on the Garcia side of things, but I really feel like it comes down to whoever lands that big punch first should get their hand raised. I have to lean ever so slightly to the speed and more tools for the David Onama side. I think it's just a matter of time before he lands that big shot on Garcia and puts him away. But again, it could happen just as easily the other way. So if you're planting your flag too hard on either side, I think it's tough to really build that confidence. But I am going to go Onama here, and Onama inside the distance. There you guys go. Full quick picks there for you guys for UFC Vegas 110. I will be back tomorrow for our usual Lucky Two-Step, Lucky Trinity free parlay, as well as the prop drop for this UFC Vegas card. All right, I will see you guys then. Peace.